What is going on, people? Go ahead and give me a oh hell yeah for the podcast Stop Crying Poser right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle live every Friday right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'm feeling great, and I hope you guys are feeling great too. Let's shout out everybody: Watson Punk, TSA, Benny46, J Stews, iBook Boy, Pixelated Suit, 902 Rider, Guy, Jiz, Milo, Saren Mew, Dick Maximus, Ryu the Nerd, Crept, and maybe even a couple more. I very much appreciate those of you who choose to tune in live. For those of you who show up early, the early bird gets the worm, goddammit, and I'm the worm. I'm feeling real wormy today. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm feeling like I have a lot of energy. Last podcast, I did it kind of halfway drunk. Why did I do that? I don't know. I can't just decide when I'm drunk and when I'm not. That's a decision that God makes. And far be it from me to tell him how to run the earth. God damn it. Fun podcast today scheduled. We're going to freestyle most of this because I don't have that many topics. But we are going to start with a trivia question. Last Sunday was the Super Bowl. By the way, guys, the last two winners who got the free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack shipped directly to them, they didn't get it shipped because I didn't ship it yet because I'm lazy. I'm going to ship that pretty soon. Don't worry about it. If you haven't got your prize, just know that I'm stupid. And hopefully that gives you some warm feelings inside because I'm fucking up. God damn it. You know what fucked it up is that one foreign guy. Somebody from Canada won, and now I have to go through all this bullshit to fucking get a letter to Canada. Canadian money, fucking up the whole ecosystem of the United States, pissing me off. We should build a wall over there. What are we doing in Mexico? No one from Mexico ever wins free stickers. Why not build the wall over there? That's what we need. Anyways, trivia question. Has to do with the Super Bowl. All you have to do is tell me who won the past two Super Bowls. The one that was on Sunday was Kansas City Chiefs. They beat the San Francisco 49ers 31-20. I had some friends rooting for the Niners. I had some friends rooting for the Chiefs. I had one of my closer friends. He wanted the Chiefs to win, but by a small margin. I think he needed the Chiefs to win by either 4, 5, or 6 points, and he was just about to win. He was just about to win $700 cash money in his pockets, and then the Chiefs scored again, and even though the right team won, he fucked it up, lost the money. Crept says the Eagles and the Patriots, you are the winner. We got a real sports fan in here, boys. Crept is the winner. Milo says the Pats. iBook Boy doesn't know because he's from the fucking UK. Their football is totally different. It has to do with the tennis racket and a fucking shuttlecock, probably. iBook Boy. Venus Dietrap says Patriots. Everyone remembers the Patriots, but nobody remembers the Eagles. Okay. That's cool. They were a shitty band anyways, from what I remember. The winner is Crept. Give me your information. I will send you a free sticker pack once I get the other ones sent out. We're kind of fucking up the whole situation here. But let's talk about the week. This is my second week in a row that I've cut my drinking in half. I don't need you guys to clap, although it would make me feel good. Clap, clap, clap. Good job, Steve. But 2 weeks in a row, I've cut my drinking in half. I think it's really helped, kind of. I don't want to say that because I'm such a fucking loyal 211 supporter. I feel bad they're not getting my support at the grocery store every single day anymore. But I do feel about halfway healthier. Skating's going better. I've been taking the CBDs. I don't know if that's helping at all, but I know that the drinking's helping. My sleep is actually better. That's one of the things I used to always say. Drinking beer before bed helps you sleep. Turns out that might not be true because I found that I feel like I actually need less hours of sleep. I'll go to sleep around 3 a.m. That's when I usually go to sleep. And then I usually would wake up around 1 or 2 and lay in bed or whatever. Now I'm getting out of bed at 11. Shit, I got up at 11 today, went in the backyard, fixed up the salmon ladder, changed it up, made it a little stronger because I got a friend coming to town. I want to see if he's going to have the mental strength to defeat the backyard salmon ladder ninja warrior obstacle. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But I wanted to at least get it prepared. I've been trying to get that shit fixed for like a year. Finally got around to doing it. It was a real fucked up time. Cut my hand open. Oh, I was fucked up. Thank God Lily didn't get hurt. So here's the thing. Basically, I have this piece of wood just screwed in, screws on the left, screws on the right. It's 2 pillars holding it up. Should be easy, right? So I think to myself, okay, I'll come out here. I'll loosen one screw. Meh. And then I'll have Lily come out. She'll hold it in the middle. And then I'll pull the other screw all the way out. Meh. And then it will come down like a, like a clock handle or some type of swinging trapeze. And then I'll unscrew it. It'll be great. No, that's what that's what happens to normal people's lives. If you guys haven't found, things that happen in my life usually go from average to complete disaster in a matter of seconds. So I get the second screw out. Turns out the first screw, even though it was supposed to be halfway out, it just decided somehow it had a mind of its own. It screwed itself all the way out. Don't know how that happened because I didn't screw it all the way out. Must have just been some divine bullshit that fucking unscrewed it. Falls down, almost hits Lily. I try to I take the bullet, cuts my hand open. I go, ow. She goes, are you okay? And I go, yep, well, didn't need your help if I was just going to fucking cut my hand open. I could have done that myself with a fucking knife. But instead I used a 2x4. Now it's reinforced with a 2x6. So it would take a real fat motherfucker to break that shit now. So I'm happy that I got that done. Something about getting up early and doing something a little bit aerobic makes me have a lot more energy. And I drank a coffee. I'm feeling good. Sony VX says it's all her fault. What was she doing there? What was she doing? Obviously not holding it. Then again, it fell directly before I gave her the instructions. I was like, so what I'm going to have you do is when I get finished with this. Oh, my hand's cut, bleeding all over. Okay, whatever. That's what happened. She didn't actually get the instructions yet. And then she's looking at me like, fuck did you need my help for? And I'm like, that wasn't supposed to happen. What do you, like, in what world would this have been my plan? Lily, come outside. I need your help. I need a fucking audience to watch me cut my fucking hand open. That'll make it way better. That's what I need. She's like, why? What do you need me for? You're just gonna make the shit fall? Like, what, bitch? What the fuck do you think I'm doing? Do you think this was my plan? This is what I've been planning all day. I got all these tools out here. Got my fucking table saw and my fucking drill. I got the sawzall out. I got the 2x4s and 2x6, all just so you could watch me let it fall on me. That was my plan. Yeah, welcome to fucking Steve the Builder time, where I just let shit fall on me. Thank you. You may go now. You may go back to watching your TV shows. We've been watching a lot of 90 Day Fiance. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's where these foreign people come to America to get married, and they have to decide within 90 days if they're going to marry the person who flew them out. So they meet on internet dating, international dating websites, and then someone comes from the Philippines, or someone comes from the Middle East, or someone comes from Sweden or Australia, or someone comes from Nicaragua. I've seen all the fucking seasons now. And they come out, and they have all these struggles, and it's like 99.8% of the people that come out are only here to get a green card, and then they're going to immediately divorce the poor sap that bought into their shit. Dude, it is hard to not watch, and I described it like this the other day. It's the perfect amount of cringe with hope, okay? Somebody called it trash TV the other day. It's not trash TV, because there's a couple of times where you're like, okay, this couple might actually make it, even though they've only known each other for 2 weeks, and they're engaged, and he can't really speak that well of English. I think they might make it. He was a Nicaraguan pop star. She lives in a small town in Illinois. I think they got it. I think they can do it. There's one dude, I don't want to be mean, but there's one where this guy came out from Tunisia. Don't know where that is. Somewhere in the Middle East, maybe, because the guy's name is Muhammad and he's Islamic. Fine by me, all good. Comes out, doesn't eat meat, no sex before marriage, and the lady that met him online is some 300-pound woman with 4 kids who has no job and no money. Flew this guy out to marry her, and he gets here and he's just like, what has happened? I thought America was land of opportunity, and now we have no money, and I have just this is unacceptable. I don't have a flight back. I can't do anything. I'm stuck here with big woman and 3 children and one boy. I don't know what does I do? It's fucked up, dude. This bitch This bitch went to the pawn shop, said we need 2 rings. And he's like, all right, this one's $1,200. She's like, that's out of our budget. And he goes, all right, well, this one's $600. And she goes, can't afford it. And he goes, okay, this one's $400. And she goes, nope, I can't afford it. And the fucking jeweler's like, all right, tell me what your budget is, and I'll figure this shit out. And she's like, $100 for both rings. And he's just like, okay. I tell you what, I'll break a skateboard, and I'll give you some shitty bearings, and good luck. See you later. Have fun going back to Tunisia. This beach is terrible. If you guys haven't seen it, I think it's on Netflix. If it's not on Netflix, it's on Hulu. Definitely watch a couple episodes, and you're going to be hooked. 90 Day Fiance. And you'll know right when you watch it exactly what I mean by cringy mixed with hope. Because there's these guys, too, that get some of these really hot girls from like Brazil, and they're like a fat tubby dude with tits hanging out and a fat belly and just a neck beard ass motherfucker who lives in a shithole, fucking dirty shit all over the ground, 3 cats, just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna marry this Brazilian beauty model, this Brazilian swimsuit model. That's definitely gonna work. Anyways, you guys will have to check it out. Watch it on your own time. It's a great series. It's going to make you laugh, and it might even make you tear up. Sometimes it made Lily tear up when she was watching it, just because, I don't know if she's tearing up because she feels bad for the person, or if she feels like happy that there's hope or something. Anyways, we'll just jump right into the news. Homeowner shoots man attempting to burglarize downtown Las Vegas apartment. I feel like we've discussed this topic hundreds of times before. A homeowner shot a man attempting to burglarize his downtown apartment. Las Vegas police were called to the area after reports that a man was trying to burglarize an apartment. The resident inside fired at least 1 round and wounded the suspect. According to police, the suspect's injuries are serious, but not life-threatening. The suspect left scene on foot and was located near 14th Street and Fremont, where he was taken to hospital. Oh, is this Christian De Silva? Byron should teach himself how to fucking write. The suspect left scene on foot and was located near 14th Street and Fremont, where he was taken to hospital. Hospital was taken to him also. They met in the middle. Detectives will be on scene continuing the investigation, whatever. Do you guys remember? I may have talked about this on the podcast long ago. I walked up to a crime scene downtown one day. It didn't look like a crime scene. It was just like some yellow tape and some cones, but it wasn't tape wasn't around the entire crime scene. So I just walked up there and I was like, hey, officer, you're blocking my car. Can I get through? And he's like, you're walking through my fucking crime scene. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what that means. And he's like, you didn't see the tape? And I'm like, dude, I didn't walk. I came from the desert. I didn't go under the tape or over the tape. The direction I came from had no tape. There was no tape from my direction. If you wanted to make it a crime scene, it would be like a square around it. And he's like, you almost fucked up the evidence or whatever. Didn't you see the cone? And I look up and I'm like, dude, the entire street is covered. There's thousands of cones. As far as the eye can see, there's cones along every street on Fremont. And he's like, the cone's right next to the fucking evidence. And I'm like, oh, like in my mind, oh, excuse me, I didn't know that there was 10,000 crime scenes between here and 2 blocks away. I was unaware that there was a bullet shell, but like under every single cone in the city of Las Vegas. Excuse me. I was unaware of this huge crime that I've committed. And he was like, go ahead, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck did I do? First off, motherfucker, I know being a cop is stressful. I know it's tough. I know that it's not an easy job to go out there and, put cones on bullets and shit like that. But I do know the shape of a square. And it goes, one line goes on top, 2 on each side, and then 1 at the bottom. That's how you close off an area. And you had a C. It was just a C. Basically, it was just like a way in. If this was a glass of water, the water would fall out. You motherfucker. I'm trying to help you, motherfucker. Fucking you accusing me of fucking up the crime scene, motherfucker? I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get my fucking car off the crime scene. God damn it. Eventually, he let me go, but I'm just like, okay. Some cops, dude, they just want to be dicks. I've met so many cops that are just complete fucking assholes for no reason at all. Like, it would be something super chill. I've met a lot of cool cops, too. I met a cop one time where I got pulled over because they thought I did a beer run, and I happened to have, like, a case of beer in my car because I was coming from the corner store, and they're like, yeah, we got the white car, and there's a case of beer in the back. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what this is about, but it's not me. Like, I didn't do this. And then they called and they found out that the beer that was stolen was another brand of beer. So I was like, cool. They're like, yeah, they just said a white car in this area and we just pulled you over. And I was like, all right, cool. And then the guy's like, oh, is that I forgot the website, but I had a chain that had a little skateboard pendant. It was Krail Tap. He's like, is that a Krail Tap necklace? And I was like, dude, how do you know about Krail Tap? That's like some 90s internet fucking old school internet site about skating. And I'm like, nah, it's King Ice or whatever. They sponsor me to skateboard or whatever. And he's like, cool, you got a YouTube channel? I'm like, yeah. And the fucking cop subscribed, and then we just left and went our separate ways, and I was like happy about it. But then there's other times where the cop's just complete asshole. Like, we used to have this one marshal who would come to the skate park, and it would be like, he would just pull up, start flashlighting through cars, and then he would just be like, hey, you, over here, right now. And I'm like, it was never me. I never looked drunk, and I never smoked weed. I was always the normal-looking guy, but the guy would just be such a dickhead. And his moniker just became Officer Dickhead. So whenever we saw a marshal coming through, and it wasn't the dickhead, they'd be like, oh, it's cool, that's a normal marshal. But if the dickhead pulled up, he'd pull up, and a couple people would, like, walk to the bushes or whatever. I remember one time on Thanksgiving, we all got fucked up because Mevin was drunk, passing out, wobbling around, throwing up on the ground, throwing up. The cop detained all of us, which at a later date, if there's 10 of us, I'm running. I'm gonna get away. There's gonna be somebody slower than me. Don't let this beer belly fool you. I'm out this bitch. But for some reason, no one ran. We all just cooperated. And the cop turned his back, and 3 of my friends threw meth pipes into the bushes. And I'm like, okay, didn't know you guys were currently actively smoking meth as you're skating right now. You couldn't have had that in your backpack or something? You had to just have it on you while we're getting in trouble? Mevin's just throwing up on himself. Fucking, I remember specifically because one of the funniest parts of that is as he's laying on the ground, a firefighter came up. Like someone in a firefighting thing came up and picked him up by like his belt loop or whatever, not the loop, but like the back of his pants, and just lifted him and just walked away like he was a little fucking lunchbox, picked him up while his body's all limp and just walked him over to the ambulance, and then they called his parents. And then it really fucked me up because this dickhead cop shines light in my eyes like, you've been drinking. And I was like, dude, this was before I drank. This was when all I did was skate. No drinking while skating, no drinking after skating. I'm only like 18. I barely ever drink. If I'm drinking, maybe Saturday night at a party or something, where I'm gonna like spend the night. We're just getting fucked up or whatever. I never did like the skate and then drink at the park thing. So he's like, you've been drinking. I'm like, bro, I've not been fucking drinking. And he's like, you've been drinking. And we're gonna call your grandpa. Grandpa comes down. He's like, or he told me I was drunk. Okay, here's the thing. He's like, you're drunk. And I'm like, dude, no, whatever. And then my grandpa comes. He's like, oh, we just have to release him into a parent's like authority or whatever. And then he lets me drive home. I'm like, I'm mad as fuck too. 18-year-old, just angry skater. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm drunk and you're gonna let me get in my car and drive away? And he's like, I didn't say you're drunk. I said you've been drinking. And now you look all right. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? You piece of shit. You did this only to fuck with me. Specifically to fuck with me. You kept me detained because you pretended I've been drinking. Then you let me get in my car and drive away? I should have got in there and just ran his ass over and been like, oh, sorry. Drunken idiot here. Sorry. Drunk guy driving around. Drunk guy driving around. I don't understand it. That shit really pissed me off. And I've seen cops just be dicks to other people too. I remember my homie Jerry and Schwugs. I think it was them. It might not have been them, but it was someone in their friend group. They got in trouble downtown for open container, which means you're drinking a tall can or whatever in the part of downtown where you're not allowed to. There's some streets where you're allowed to. And if you go a couple streets over, you're not allowed to. And if you do, it has to be in a paper bag. Anyway, they're black. So the cop just fucking fucks with them. And they're sitting there just on the wall, handcuffed or whatever, on the car getting searched. And I walk by, me and like 5 friends all literally walk by directly by them. I didn't know they were going to be downtown, just happened to be walking by. We all had open containers. All of us just casually walked by. It was like the Don't Be a Menace scene, where the guys in the store just stealing everything, and then the 2 black guys are just buying a soda, and the chick's like, hurry up and buy! Hurry up and buy! It was the most fucked up shit ever, man. I was committing the exact same crime 1 foot away, and they just let me just walk by. Whatever. Proud, good day. See, I don't like this white privilege bullshit talk, but that was a situation where I'm just like, all right, that's maybe you got something going on, right? Maybe. I think it just has to do with just cops, man. I think a lot of cops are just assholes sometimes. OG Mickey says it was a good day to be white. Hell yeah, that's gonna be my next Ice Cube song. It was a good day to be white right around then. So yeah, that was what the fuck were we talking about right now? Oh, how did we start talking about this? Just talking about downtown? Anyways, whatever. Somebody got shot for burglarizing a house. Good. That's what happens when you burglarize a house. I hope the percentage of burglaries, the percentage of burglaries that end up getting a shooting happening, I hope that rises. I hope that rises. I hope and eventually burglaries will lower. Right? Can you imagine? Think about it like this. The other day I went on like bumper cars. They weren't bumper cars where you're supposed to bump in. I don't know what you call it. Just a little racetrack where you can kind of bump in and go in circles. What do you fucking call that shit? It's bumper cars, but it's not made to bump into. But little race cars. Whatever the fuck it is. Can you imagine if 1 out of 5 people who go in that race car flip over and have serious neck injuries? Like every 5 people that get in that little race car. What the fuck? A go-kart. Jesus Christ. Nobody in the chat could tell me what the fuck a go-kart is? I fucking hate you unhelpful people. Fucking up my whole podcast. Jesus Christ. Unsubscribe. I'm driving this go-kart. Can you imagine if 1 out of 5 people who ever got in a go-kart broke their neck? And eventually, the go-kart percentage would go down. No one would ride go-karts anymore. That's how I want burglaries to be. 1 out of 5 people who commit a burglary get shot and killed. So then everyone goes, I'm not going to be burglaring today. I'm not going to go burglaring. I'm not going to burgle nobody today. You want to know why? Because the last 3 guys I know who burgled got killed. I'm 30 days off burgling. Tomorrow's my 31st day. I'm going to get a coin from Burgles Anonymous. I'm about to burgle on out of here. I'm quitting. Cold turkey, motherfucker. Cold turkey. You quit that shit? Nah, motherfucker. The pussy was looking like cold turkey. Man wanted in downtown Las Vegas elevator attack was arrested in LA. We talked about this, if not last week, then the week before. This poor, innocent, old, short lady who was doing nothing but riding a fucking elevator. This guy beat her up and took her little purse. Probably didn't get shit in it. The man police say robbed a woman in a downtown Las Vegas elevator has been arrested in Los Angeles. James Moore, 43, has been arrested by the LAPD and is currently being held on a no bail warrant. Vegas police announced Thursday he is currently awaiting extradition for robbery of an elderly person and battery by strangulation of an elderly person. Okay, good. I'm glad they got this big picture of him that says captured. They got his ass. What the fuck kind of person sees an old lady? Listen, you want to go back to the 90s, you want to go purse snatching, that's cool. Let's test out your fucking legs. Snatch the purse, and if anybody sees it, you try to outrun them. Go for it. This dude put this lady on the ground, punch her in the face while nobody's looking. Basically, while the elevator door is open, he grabbed her and put her against the wall so nobody could see, put her against the ground, beat on her, took her purse and left. I hope this fucker, I hope he gets fucked up, man. You know what? Maybe that's not nice to say. I don't care what happens to this guy when he goes in there. He might be fine. You know what? I find it hard to believe that you go to jail or prison and you go in there and they're like, what are you in for? And he's like, dude, I saw this fucking 84-year-old woman. I beat the shit out of her. I feel like it'd be very unlikely for everyone across the cell to be like, fuck yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Old lady beating? Fuck yeah. Dude, you're the man. How'd you pull it off? Did you have to work out for that? Or what? How hard was it? to beat up that old lady and steal her $9 that she was going to spend on bingo. Wow, dude, you're a real fucking cool-ass criminal. Want to be in my gang? I really expect you to have my back when the stabbing starts. I don't know, man. What a fucking pussy. I hate that shit. I tell you guys all the time, I hate crimes against children, and I hate crimes against old people. I think everyone hates that shit, but I very much don't like that shit. Next article. Oh my God. You guys want to hear some ninja ranting? Some good old-fashioned angry ninja? Get a load of this. California may pause student physical fitness tests due to bullying concerns. I remember doing this in high school. They had a big group of tests, and if you were like the top 3, you get a little prize or something like that. So the tests were like, how many times can you bench 100 pounds or whatever? How many pull-ups can you do? How fast can you run the mile? And then ours, they combined it with basketball, and they combined it with football. It was how many free throws can you make out of 5? And then it was how many slant routes can you catch? And then maybe something else. I don't remember what it was. But there was a lot of people who fucking sucked. There was a lot of people like me who were right in the middle. Although I got the most pull-ups. I was a strong, skinny, ugly motherfucker. I got the most pull-ups in my class. I got like 19. That's not a lot, but for being a guy that doesn't do shit, you know what I mean? Just an average skateboarding dude. I didn't do pull-ups. I think it was from just like fucking around, skating, climbing trees, jumping over fences. I was just able to do more pull-ups than all these other guys, even the athletes. 19, god damn it. But that didn't help me. I kept thinking, I was like, man, maybe if I won the pull-ups, maybe that counts for more, so maybe they'll put me up like in the top 5, but they didn't. My fucking mile was so goddamn slow. I don't know what it is about running. I feel like now I should try it again. But man, I used to run the mile. I shit you not. My shit was like 13 minutes every time. I was like 13-minute mile. There were people running that shit in 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes. I was like, nah, I'm way back here at 13. Fuck no. I'm running the first lap. I'm walking the second lap. I'm running the third lap. Fourth lap, I'm putting my hands on my shoulder. I'm rolling that bit. Blah, 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 blah. I couldn't do it. I didn't like to do it. I used to not look at fitness like it was helpful in any way. Like I had a weights class. I hated doing weights because I missed PE. And PE was football, basketball, dodgeball, shit like that. And then we got to weights and it was like, oh, bench press, squat, fucking pull-ups, cleans. What was the other main one we did? Overhead press. I'm just like, dude, this shit fucking sucks, dude. I don't know what's the point. I never understood the point of lifting weights. I never got buffer. I rarely got stronger. I didn't really understand that it would make bitches want my dilly more. And I never really put forth much effort. And now I wish I could go back and tell like the young version of me, like, hey, dude, these weights are going to make you like a more efficient human being, Don't worry about the fucking squats or whatever. If you're going to go skateboard later, go ahead, like, puss out on the squats. But the bench press, man, you might get stronger. It might be fun. You might find out you'd like it. Turns out I turned like 23. I was earlier than that. Like 21, 22. I decided, man, working out's fucking dope. I wish I would have discovered that shit when I was 16. Anyways, California may pause student physical fitness tests due to bullying concerns. Sacramento. Governor Gavin Newsom wants to pause physical education tests for California students for 3 years due to concerns over bullying and possible discrimination against disabled and non-binary students. How do I respond to that? I mean, first off, the non-binary students, let's just call those the weird kids, okay? I'm not saying they're weird because they're non-binary, but every school has a group of what we would call the weird kids. The kids that read too much, the kids that have fake sword fights, the kids that are playing Pokemon cards when they're 18 years old, like that, like the kids that are fucking playing with yo-yos. They're just the weird kids. That doesn't mean that they're weird. They get along with each other. They have their own clique, their own group. They're having a great time. And maybe the jocks see the weird kids and they whisper, hey, weird kids, you guys are weird, haha. And then that's it. That doesn't hurt nobody. The kids are fucking weird. They choose to act weird. If they don't want to be weird, they can go join the football team. They could become a jock. So to say that it's like discrimination against disabled and non-binary students. If you're disabled, then just don't participate. You think there's people going up to like the kid in the wheelchair, like the kid who has one arm? Nice pull up, asshole. Suck my dick, bitch. I very much doubt that happens. I know that school kids are very cruel people. I know it's a really weird time. Your hormones are weird. You're not thinking straight all the time. A lot of peer pressure. But I strongly doubt that people are like, oh, there's that wheelchair asshole. Fuck you, idiot. Fucking, what are you looking at? You want to stand up and do something? I didn't think so. Wheelchair kid, wheelchair kid, wheelchair kid. Hey, Brad, go beat his ass. Fuck yeah, dude. Bah! I don't think that shit happens. I really don't think that happens very much. Maybe it happened once. Brad, show this kid who's boss. Hey, wheelchair kid, you just scuffed my Nikes. You better clean those. I don't know about all that shit, man. I mean, if you're like a queer or, you know, even if you're like feminine or something, go out there, do half a pull-up, quit, and then just go on with your life. If somebody talks shit to you, you know, go to a safe space or do one of the thousands of other things they've done to make everyone comfortable in school. You go to one of those, go snitch on that motherfucker, and then they do this thing where you bully again, you're fucking expelled. You know, I'm not for bullying. I'm also not, oh shit, I don't know if I should say this. I'm not anti-bullying either. I'm right in the middle. I think there's a healthy amount of bullying that should exist in the world. Right? I think bullying creates like a weird drive in some people. Adam Carolla once said, bullying created Bill Gates. And I know that's a strong exaggeration, but motherfucker, this bullying created some of the greatest minds and most fucking outstanding people that we've ever experienced, right? Didn't fucking Michael Jordan get bullied? Like, I'm not saying bullying created that, but it creates a drive in some people. And the people that it doesn't create a drive in, they should have the option to say, hey, I'm being bullied. I don't appreciate this. I don't want to be a part of this. I'm telling on you. If you bully me again, you're fucking expelled. I think there's a perfect middle ground. I hope I'm voicing this right. I hope I don't get taken out of context here. But that's my outlook on it. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in a comment. The chat room just froze. Hopefully I didn't just say something super outlandish that everyone's offended by. But I think there is like a healthy middle. And if you're not fucking physically fit, then you're not going to win. That's okay. It's okay to lose. It used to be okay to lose. Just because you're not going to win the fitness test doesn't mean that we need to stop the fitness test, right? I wrote on Twitter when I saw this, I said, okay, let's replace it with a cheeseburger contest. Then no one's gonna want to quit. Oh, except for that one fat kid who eats all the cheeseburgers. And then the skinny kid goes, well, I can't eat as many cheeseburgers. I don't like this anymore. If I can't eat that many cheeseburgers, I'm lactose intolerant. Stop it for everybody. No cheeseburgers for anybody. What do you suggest? Gluten-free tofu contest. Okay, we'll start the gluten-free tofu eating contest. Wait a minute. I don't like it. It tastes weird to me. We have to stop that too. Okay, well, how about no type of contest at all? Well, like, imagine if dumb kids did that for academics. I don't know math. We should stop it. I can't figure out fractions. Let's put a halt to all of this. Let's stop everything. This guy got an A on his test and I got an F. I'm pissed. Stop. Everyone, give everybody a C or I'm fucking prosecuting. I don't know, man. Just like, when they do it in school, don't they say study harder? If it hurts your feelings that you suck at physical fitness, go do some pull-ups after school. Get yourself up to doing maybe 4 or 3, and then do the fitness test. And if you're a fat kid and you're not fit, whatever, you're just gonna be the fat kid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want people to bully you because you're fat, but I also don't want people to I don't want you to get no special privileges. You know what I mean? Everyone's the same, right? We're in this same fucking planet, same earth where we're all pretty equal. You might be a little fatter, that guy might be a little smarter, that guy might have a wheelchair. Big fucking deal. Don't fucking make a big deal about it. Jesus Christ. Everyone has to be the fucking center of attention. We've gone off on a lot of tangents here, but the move comes after the annual test results showed a growing percentage of what? The article reads, the move comes after annual tests results showed a growing percentage of students scoring as, quote, not healthy. That's the problem? I thought bullying was the problem. Wait a minute. If students are not healthy, what are we doing then? then put more testing, daily tests, weekly testing of this motherfuckers. And then maybe they'll get less not healthy. Double negative, you're out of here. The spokesman for the Department of Finance said the state has received complaints that the current examination's measurement of body mass index is discriminatory to non-binary students. A measurement calculated from weight and height. The school BMI screenings require students to select male or female. You know what this is? This is a big look at me. This is a big look at me, everybody. Like, somebody sees that shit, and rather than go male or female, dude, just check one and fucking go on with your day. They go, no. I have a problem with this. And everyone has to look. And then this person starts to shine. They go, are they looking? Is everybody looking? Is everybody looking? Okay. I don't like this male and female only bullshit. Everybody looking at me? Am I loud enough? We need to change this for me. We need to change this for me because I don't identify as that or that. And then the school system goes, okay, we'll give you something else. And then another person goes, oh shit, did you see all that attention they just got? They just said they're non-binary. Fuck, I gotta come up with something. Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second. I'm not male or female or non-binary. I'm something else. So look at me. And then the third person goes, wait a minute. Whoa. I can just, wait, whoa. This works for everybody else? Hold on a minute. I'm coming in. I'm fluid. No, whoa. Fourth, hold on a minute. I am neither of these things, and I am appalled that you have not put Slytherin on this, because I am a Harry Potter slithering snake, and it's not on here, and I don't know if you know this, idiot, but snakes can't do pull-ups. Suck it. That's how it goes. That's how the world goes. I just described American culture for everyone. Annual state reports. I'm not insensitive, guys. Okay, I'm sure there's a piece of truth in the middle there, but dude, come on, just check one and go on with your life. If the school says you're unhealthy, then just say fuck you, school, and go on with your life, right? Annual state reports of the fitness test since the 2014-2015 school year show a steady decline in the share of students scoring healthily. So there's not very many healthy students. I get it. Or at least there's less than last year. Scores have particularly dropped in the category of the test that measures aerobic capacity, which can be tested with a 1-mile run, for example. Oh, wait a minute. Remember my story from earlier? Remember that story where I ran the 13-minute mile? Suddenly I am a victim. Now I can become a victim, and I can say, you know what? I suck at running the mile, so now we must banish it. We must banish the mile to Limgadi Leviosa. Get it out of here. I'm not running that goddamn mile because I'm bad at it. I don't have much aerobic capacity, and that kid ran it faster, which made me feel bad, and now I'm not doing it. I'm talking about this on in tomorrow's video on Saturday, this episode of Ninja Review. I talk about how some people, really shitty, needy people, they feel the need to erase the gap between them and people above them, but they don't want to do that via hard work. My example, I'll just pretty much spell out what I talk about in tomorrow's video. Ninja Review, number 155. I've known skateboarders who have skateboarded for 5 years, and they're at the skate park every day, skating for 5 years, and they learn kickflip, and they learn pop shove it, and then that's it. No board slide, no ollie down the stairs, barely can drop in, they never learn anything, and they skated for 5 years. And then they quit skating. They never skate again. 15 years later, they come out of the woodworks and say, man, I was a fucking skate or die, dude. I fucking skated. I'm a fucking 100% skateboarder till I die because I skated 5 years ago, bro. And I look at that and I go, wait a minute. We're not the same skateboarder. I skateboarded harder and tried harder and learned more tricks and continued skateboarding throughout my adulthood. I get it. You rode a skateboard. That's cool. You're a skateboarder. I'm a skateboarder. But don't pretend that we're all skateboarders. Don't pretend that we're the same caliber. And then those people go, nah, bro, a skateboarder is a skateboarder, and that's it. We're doing it for fun. If you're doing it for fun, then you can claim skateboarder, and everyone's equal. We're all the same. And I go, no. You want to say that because you want to claim, like, you want to be up here, and you want to erase all the facts in the middle and all the hard work I did. You want to downplay what I've done so that you can now claim that we're equals on the skateboarding front. Now, that's not a perfect correlation to what we're talking about here, but I see those people all over the internet. I grew up with those people, and there's a certain group of people that they want to just bring you down. If you're up here and they're down here, they need everyone to be equal. It's a classic Cartman South Park situation. Whenever Cartman sees something going good for everybody else, he has to do like, wait a minute, wait a minute. And I think they've actually done episodes about like physical fitness. Wasn't there an episode where South Park's, I think it was just like this fucking article, where South Park's fucking, their average weight was too much and every student was a normal weight, but Cartman was just so fat that he threw off the average for everybody. Something like that. And then Cartman, I think he probably changed like the law or something. I don't know. But I think that's kind of what it is here. You know, these guys, you can't fucking run a mile. When I have a slow mile, I just go, man, I suck at running the mile. The end. But some people, they have that special genetic gene where they go, no, I can't suck at something. I have to make it everyone's equal. So let's just erase it so there is no mile. And then we're all just runners. We're all just runners. We all run the mile, but no need to time it because it's about what you do, not about the timing. Right? So now we're all runners. So the guy that gets the 6-minute mile no longer has that accolade because the 13-minute mile wanted to take that away because they didn't want there to be a gap. Am I making sense here? I know my mind's all over the place and I can't always articulate what I'm saying, but I hope you guys understand that some people have this gene to where they just want to erase the middle ground so that they can be everyone rather than fucking running. Other categories test for flexibility and exercises like push-ups. Okay, not to be oh, we're really going to test the fucking PC crowd today. These non-binary people probably are pretty flexible. They probably beat everybody else in flexibility. Probably. I don't know if that's true. I'm gonna get kicked the fuck off Twitch for this dumb shit. But I'm just saying, man. Everybody can be good at something, and you're allowed to find what you're good at and just be good at that. If you're not athletic, that's fine. Don't fuck it up for everybody else. Right? Like, why does that only apply here? Why can't that spill out into academics? I was really bad at Spanish class. Eventually, I got okay at it, but I was bad at Spanish. What do? I say no more Spanish in school. I'm bad at Spanish, no more Spanish. If I'm bad at it, no more of it. If I'm bad at running, stop running. If I'm bad at the physical fitness test, stop it. Now, bullying can be a big concern, okay? If that's real, if there's real bullying. I think we got to start at the beginning, right? I think if someone's being seriously bullied, I think the bullier should be threatened with expulsion every single time. But I also think that if you're claiming bullying and it's just some bullshit, like if somebody just says, hey, asshole, fucking you suck at pull-ups, and you go and tell on somebody, I think they should say, okay, I understand your concern, but you should grow up. This is the real world. I think real bullying, where maybe you're walking by and somebody punches you in the ribs because you're gay or something, I think that motherfucker should be expelled and maybe even criminal charge, assault. You can't just be doing shit like that. So I think we really need to distinguish the difference between like bullying should be on like a 1 to 3 scale, right? Call somebody an asshole, you know, whatever. I mean, we used to do that shit even in school. Like, the paper was going to be graded on a curve, but someone got a 100. And you're like, oh, it's that fucking Asian kid again. Hey, Utah, thanks, asshole. Thanks for fucking up the curve. I actually had a kid in my school named Utah who would always fuck up the curve in math because that motherfucker was so smart. And you would do that shit. You say, hey, thanks, asshole. That's not real bullying, though. I didn't walk up behind him and fucking, punch him in the back of the head. Right? I don't know. I don't want to talk about this. We've talked about this before. I do want to hear your guys' thoughts, man. Am I just super insensitive? Or, we need to start at the beginning. We need to stop taking everything so fucking serious. Bullying's a serious thing, right? But there should be levels to it. And then everyone goes, well, then a kid commits suicide, and then it becomes this whole thing of, which someone should have helped. It's like, yeah, someone should have helped. Someone should have seen this kid, seen the warning signs. I mean, everything's getting blamed on everything, and now all the lines are crossed. And I don't know. I think a lot of people feel like we're moving forward, and I'm not super educated, but I think we're moving backwards, guys. I don't know what, it just gives me that feeling. I feel like we're moving backwards. Look at me. Look at this fat belly. Look at this. Okay, now when Nick Stems comes over later and he goes, hey, fat ass, grab me a beer, I'm not gonna go, hey, get out of my face. I can't handle this. Go kill myself. No. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take it to heart. I'm gonna say that hurt my feelings, and fucking tomorrow I'm gonna get on my exercise bike and fucking run for an extra half hour. I'm gonna get on my little exercise bike and say, and then I'm gonna come back in 3 weeks and go, hey, Stems, I'm skinnier than you fat fuck. Grab me a beer, dickhead. I know everyone's not wired the same, but it's there's no more you can do it, right? I feel like we've erased you can do it, and we've literally replaced it with you can't achieve anything, and we should stop those who can. I don't know, whatever. I went to the Super Bowl. It was fun. I ate tamales for breakfast the other day. And next week, I'm going to be judging a skateboard contest. I'm just crossing off my topics now because we've run a little bit over time here. I'm judging a skate contest. I'm a little bit weirded out by it because it's a skate contest, but it's being run by a speaker company, like a car stereo company. So, I don't know. First off, it's only going to be like a box and a rail. There's no ramp. There's no mini ramp. There's no skate park. There's no handrail. There's no nothing. It's just a parking lot and skateboarders. I'm the judge. I'm going to be the judge. It's cool. I'm going to try to dress nice and go over there and be the best judge I can be. But I don't know if, I mean, the skateboard contest is cool. There's going to be a best trick contest. So I'm sure I'm going to see somebody do a crooked grind shove. That's going to be outstanding. Amazing. Can't wait to see that. Winner gets a subwoofer. Is that real? Wait a minute. Sony VX1000 said the winner gets a subwoofer. Sony VX lives in Las Vegas. Is that true? Why am I judging this shit? I should be skating in this. Maybe I'll just get a complimentary one. What am I gonna get for? Oh, he says just kidding. Thanks, asshole. Another person ruining the podcast, pissing me off. Whatever. Anyways, we're gonna wrap up the podcast now. I will go ahead and chat with you guys a little bit after the podcast for the post show. So that's why you guys should tune in live if you're not tuning in live right now. If you tuned in late, don't worry, you can catch a rerun of the podcast on Sunday on YouTube, Podbean, and iTunes. I appreciate everybody for being here. Go ahead and give me a hell yeah in the chat so I can shout everybody out. I do want to get your guys' thoughts on the 90-day Fiance. I also want to get you guys' thoughts on this body shaming and bullying and bullshit like that. Shout out to Chic Ninja, Sony VX1000, Mato Hanto, OG Mickey, Benny 46 Drift, TSA Skater, OG Mickey, Jadango, Crept, 902 Rider, iBook Boy, and of course, last but definitely not least, Dick Maximus. I want to know your guys' thoughts on beating up old ladies. Is it cool or is it dated? Should we keep doing it or maybe move on to something new? Also, let me know your guys' thoughts on the go-kart situation. If you got in a crash every time you got on a go-kart, you'd probably be less likely to go-kart. Well, if that's the same thing happening with getting shot while creating a burglary, maybe it's not such a bad thing. I think burglaries should be dangerous. I think they should be dangerous for you, the burglar, the turd burglar. Anyways, I appreciate everybody for hanging out. Twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. We do this every single Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. We also stream here on Twitch all the time. We also have YouTube videos coming out. Today was me landing the perfect kickflip crook of the century, best kickflip crook of my career, possibly. Tomorrow comes out Ninja Review, pretty typical average Ninja Review. And Monday, we talk about some deep stuff. I explained to you guys why I have this proud attitude when it comes to my skating and my YouTube channel. A lot of people say that, oh, who's this guy to do Ninja Review? Who's he to judge us? And I break it all down, motherfuckers. It's a whole party on Monday of me talking about me while I set up a brand new set of bearings. So that's what we got planned for this week. Definitely check it out. YouTube.com/Ninja Lifestyle. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I hope you have a safe weekend, a happy weekend. Don't drink too much, but don't drink too little. Kuna Matata, bitches. Let's play that motherfucking intro, outro. Goddammit, motherfucker. What? Get out there and go do some pull-ups, you fat bitch!